So this will be a really crudely shot and really quick video updating on my vest, and also I'm making a video. I can hear again. It's a whole big long thing, but I was basically without hearing for almost 2 months. So it is nice. So I'll go into that whole nother video, but I wanted to give a big shout out to Jeremy from Painted by Jordy. You know, he did these ones for me. He did the Fields of the Nephilim one. The one I said I wasn't going to use because I would prefer to use this one Roz gave me. I ultimately ended up using the other one because I pulled the Birthday Massacre one off of my hat. They're about the same size. And because of where I wanted to put them, it became a one or the other. And I thought, well, I'd rather have this one, and I have a different Fields of the Nephilim one I can use. But I don't know if I pulled that off my hat, and then I had another Painted by Jordy one, this Echo and the Bunnyman one, because I was going to have all rabbit-themed bands on that hat. That didn't plan out, because I'm not going to use the hat anymore. I'm having Roz make me a new one that fits my head better. But anyway, so, you know, I love these. Most of the ones he does have, like, this just kind of, like, white color to them. So I contacted him, let him know what was going on, showed him pictures of this, showed him pictures of the old one, told him why I was making the new one, what happened to the old one, and I mentioned, you know, I bought all these like 3-4 years ago now, and the only one I ever put on the other one was the Skeletal Family. So I've been working on putting them on here. I says, you know, I don't want to repeat any bands other than the Christian Death one, which you all know, the 1334 one, which I do have the new one ready to go. It's going to go up across from the No Gods, No Masters. But anyway, so I asked him if he could do a Ghost Dance patch for me, because I like Anne-Marie Hurst. I always thought Ghost Dance was a better band for her than Skeletal Family anyway, so I wanted a Ghost Dance one. You can't find Ghost Dance memorabilia at all. So he was able to make this for me. He asked if there was any certain way I wanted the logo, so I sent him the logo from the Down to the Wire album. And I said, I prefer this, and then I sent him the newer logo that they're using nowadays, and I said, but you can use this if this is easier, either one. But he was able to do the older one for me. And then I was also able to pick up this Mephisto Waltz, another one I've been looking for, and just couldn't find. That thing is, this might be one of the best ones he's ever done. This is incredible. And then I also grabbed a Lords of the New Church. I like that this one's shaped a little differently. So I do want to say, if you go to his Etsy, all the pictures look like this. But every now and then he does them in color, and you end up with ones like this. You really don't know what you're getting, and I think that's kind of... I expected all these to look like this, and they all came in colors. I thought that was cool. So anyway, the reason I'm doing this way and not a big video at home, I'm working today. I usually don't work Fridays, and you know the features we do, Twitchy tends to sleep all day on a Friday. He was napping a little bit ago. He did have his eyes open now. But anyway, I was working on this side of the vest because... See, there's nothing really over there. But for the Burzum one, I said I wasn't sure if I wanted to use that because of all the stuff around Varg. And right away, I've showed people the patch over the past couple months, and I've gotten, oh, Burzum, isn't that neo-Nazi dude's band? Like, why would you put that on there? Like, you guys wouldn't get along at all. It's like, well, it's a music thing. You know, I can defend my choice for this, but I had to get into it. And I thought, you know, mostly I have this because I like the logo. So I'm going to take the Carpe Noctem one, and I'm going to layer it basically over top of the part that actually is Burzum. But I don't want to deal with like sewing this through the pocket and everything was already a big enough hassle. This took me like 3 days. I'm like, I don't want to work on that today. I'm going to work on the back. I'm going to get more of these done. You can see I already cut the Echo and the Bunnyman one down. So I decided I need to come on here and show these off before I actually get to work on them. So there's the Fields of the Nephilim. There's really nothing on the back side of this right now other than that. Echo and the Bunnyman I had planned to put on this side, and then the original plan was to drop the Ghost Dance once I get it cut down and just drop it right in the middle. I thought that'd look great, but honestly, after checking this out, I think the Mephisto Waltz one will look better than that. And since this was a custom job and I do love the band so much, I'm going to find a better place. It'll probably be like up here, because the back patch I've got kind of goes straight down the middle, so I have some spaces around. So this will probably go up higher somewhere, if not possibly on the front. So I just wanted to show these ones off, the one he made for me, and these other ones I picked up recently. And just a big thank you to Jeremy again by Painted by Jordy for doing that for me. So yes, hopefully we'll get back to better content videos again here soon, but I had to do this before I started sewing them on. So Thanks again.